Wendy, thank you.
Thank you
very much. I'm sure we all learned a lot and had some fun. And is anybody left with a question or two that they'd like to ask before? I think I saw a red shirt shoot up right there.
How long have you been acting?
Let's see. I started really trying in my mid-20s, so let's say about 18 years. But successful at it and actually making money at it for about 11 years.
How about over here?
How many auditions did it take you to land your first job?
You know what? I didn't count how many I'd gone on, but when I landed my first job, it was a job that got me my SAG card, all right, which is super important to finally get your SAG card. That was in the late 90s. It was just some stupid commercial to promote another show. So I was like practically background. My first big job was Reno 911. I got that in 2002, and I was literally ready to quit everything when I got that audition. I was so frustrated. I was ready to just give it all up. But I think that helped me get the job because I went into the audition not caring what happened. And then I got it. So
How about,
you got to be patient. You got to be patient. Yeah.
How about front row, right over here, the turquoise shirt in the middle?
Are you going to be in any other movies?
Well, I've had 3 movies open this year: Single Moms Club, Blended, and Think Like a Man. And I've got a Christmas movie coming out called Merry Friggin' Christmas with Robin Williams and Candice Bergen and Joel McHale. So yeah.
Purple sparkly shirt in the middle, or yes.
Are you funny, Improv?
Am I funny? You know, I don't know how to answer that. You know what? Sometimes I can be funny, and sometimes, look, I'm just a big fat bummer. But I try. I try to at least make sense.
Second row with a vest, maybe?
Has there ever been a thing you auditioned for and you didn't get it? And if so, how did you bounce back from the rejection?
Well, yeah. I mean, in this business, you're not going to get most things. So I kind of taught myself to look at it like this. It wasn't mine. And I don't want to be somewhere where they don't want me. And I don't believe in rejection anymore. I truly believe that. I don't believe in rejection from people. I don't believe in it in work. I believe that it just wasn't mine. I don't believe in competition either. Part of my job is constantly auditioning. So to me, that's just a day in the office that, you know, I did something, and it doesn't matter if I get it or not. I will get something at some point. So I just think of it as a free acting class if I don't get it.
Third row, Nike swoosh.
What kind of like businesses would you suggest, like if you want to get into acting for TV and like movies? Like what kind of business are like legit?
You know, so are you saying, are you asking like acting wise or?
Yeah, like kind of like auditions for like TV thing.
When you're first getting started, the first thing you should concentrate on is getting theater auditions, because that helps you lay a foundation and it helps you build your resume. And if you can do theater, that's a very important skill. Casting people look at that. When you're new and you're not in any unions, they want to see that you've at least been slaving away in theater and doing, you know, important plays and stuff, no matter where it is.
How about in the end with the, yeah? Pink pants.
Can I get your autograph?
I'll see you in the lobby.
Let's go back a few rows. How about up there? Yeah.
I saw on the internet that you talked about self-image. Can you say how you feel about your body image, and especially for the girls?
Here's what I can say about body image, okay? I made a deal with myself that I will no longer talk about weight or diet and exercise or any of that in the press ever again because it's boring and it doesn't help anybody. I have found that the business is not as cruel as the cliches would have us believe. If I get any comments about my weight, it's from the fans on the internet or some hack journalist, but I've never been called out by a director or anyone, any decision maker, okay? Because ultimately it doesn't really matter. There's a place for everybody in this business if you are staying true to your brand. And my brand is not Sports Illustrated swimsuit model, okay? They weren't calling me when I was 20. They're not gonna call me now that I'm 44. The pressure's off, okay? I'm not even gonna think about it. There's a big thing about, a lot of cliches about, oh, well, once you hit 30, you're all washed up. I only know women of 35 up to 70 that are actually working, okay? When people start to not work, it's because they've messed with their face too much and they don't look like human beings anymore. They don't look young, they just look like they've hit their face with a big bag of money. So here's what I can say to all the little ladies out there, all the ladies in general. We're all pretty and we're all ugly at the same time, okay? All simultaneously. There's always gonna be someone who thinks you're beautiful, there's gonna be someone who thinks you're ugly. It doesn't matter. What matters is here, make yourself interesting, all right? Make yourself interesting, do what your doctor says, order the fish, and shut up about it. That's it.
As much as I would love to continue taking questions, we do have to wrap up, and that seems like the best note of all we could end on.
One more. There's girls in the front that want to answer.
Denim Vest, Bedazzled Denim Vest, has had her hand up for a long time.
What's the name of a TV show or movie that you like the most?
Okay, my favorite movie that I will always watch whenever it's on is Ferris Bueller's Day Off. That movie just makes me happy so much. And my favorite TV show is a tie, The Golden Girls. I watch it every night as I fall asleep, and I Love Lucy. Yeah.
The humility it took for you to not plug your own show when you're listing your favorite TV shows is commendable.
Did I mention I was on The Goldbergs? Did we touch on that enough tonight? Well, that's a sermon for another day, you guys.
Well,
so obnoxious.
Wendy, I want to thank you for being awesome. And before we wrap the evening, we have a special presentation. We're going to bring Stephen Dollinger back out on stage.
Brian. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of YCAF, thank you very much for coming. Please be sure to check our website for upcoming programs. We appreciate your support today, and of course, we wish to thank Wendy once more. And Macklen, come on out here. Thank you, Macklen. Thank you all, ladies and gentlemen, and have a wonderful evening.